Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. Today on Weird Stuff in a Can we have a 2-can special. And today's Weird Stuff in a Can is sauerkraut stew. So yeah, sauerkraut stew, 2 different varieties of this. I picked this up in Lidl. They were having some sort of German, Bavarian, Austrian type of event, Alpenfest. And so these were £1.29 per can. Now this one is sauerkraut stew with pork and pork sausage, and it looks sort of tomato-y. This one is sauerkraut stew with potatoes, seasoned pork and pork sausage. So quite similar. Let's have a look at the ingredients. So on this one, 45% sauerkraut, which is white cabbage and salt, 12% potatoes, 10% seasoned pork, which is pork, spices, mustard, salt, smoked bacon, pork belly, salt, water, pork sausage, dextrose, spices, milk, protein, sugar, onion, rapeseed oil, white wine, wheat flour, modified maize starch, egg white, skim milk powder, thickener, guar gum, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, spices, contains celery and mustard. Right, so that's quite a lot of ingredients in there. So that's a kind of mustardy, savoury pork and bacon stew with sauerkraut. Right, have a look at this one then. So this one is sauerkraut stew. Now this one's only 22% sauerkraut, 21% pork, water, pork sausage, salt, spices, onion, double concentrated tomato puree, creme fraiche, modified maize starch, red and green pepper, rapeseed oil, salt, spices, sugar, thickener, guar gum, egg white, skim milk powder, wheat flour. So quite similar ideas, but this one's got less sauerkraut in it and more of the other ingredients. This one is more sauerkraut and less of the others. So let's open them up and have a look, shall we? So we'll start with, I think we'll start with the one that's got more sauerkraut in it. It is a pull tab can, but I'm going to open it with an ordinary can opener because I don't like these pull tabs very much. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Wow, that's quite pungent. Pungently sort of cabbagey bacon smell. Now this is intended to be eaten warm, but let's just have a look. So there's a little sausage there, there's a little cube of bacon there, and the sauerkraut. I am just going to taste a little bit of the sauerkraut cold, just like that. Well, it tastes like you'd expect. It's acidic but vegetable-y, but it's also really smoky and pork flavour in there. There's a really smoky pork flavour in there too. Quite overwhelmingly savoury. Okay, so that's that one. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so we're immediately looking at something that's quite tomato-y and paprika influenced. And again, lots of different vegetables in there actually, and I think there are sausages down there somewhere. So again, let's have a little taste of this one cold. Quite a pronounced red pepper flavour. Again, smoky. Not quite so smoky this one. This one's more of a savoury, slightly sweeter overall flavour. So I think what we're going to do is we'll have about half of each of these cans, and I'll save the other half and we'll do something else with it tomorrow. So we'll have half of that one, and we'll have half of this one. And I'll go and warm these up in the microwave, and then we'll taste them warm. Okay, so we've warmed those up, and I've just got a bit of bread and butter to go with it. So let's have a taste of them in their warmed state. Actually, let's try a bit of that sausage now. So it is just like a Frankfurter hot dog type sausage. Bit of bacon, a bit of sauerkraut. Let's try that when it's warm. That's definitely the more acidic of the two. Let's try this one warm. So this is more of a casserole type thing that's got all different vegetables in it. Let's try this warm. That's really nice, and that the warmth has definitely brought out the tomato and the herbs and the red pepper. So just going to try that on a bit of bread like that. I have no idea really how these are intended to be enjoyed, whether these are meant to be a side dish or whether you're meant to have vegetables or potatoes or something else with them. But just eating them as a kind of soup, stew type thing here works well for me. Of the two, that one definitely my favourite. There's just a rounder, sweeter, more full flavour here. This I think is probably a purer interpretation of sauerkraut, so it's more of the original flavour. Both quite nice, but I think for this one you've got to like sauerkraut. This one you wouldn't even know you're eating sauerkraut probably. So I'll find something else to do with the other half of these cans of sauerkraut, and we'll feature that in an upcoming video. So that's sauerkraut stew, weird stuff in a can. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.